thought this was a free country. Free. This is censorship. That's what it is.
We're not inside your head, man. We don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Lethal Weapon 5 and 6 are gone. The lady said they took them down because of insensitivity.
They're referencing the banned episodes, were taken off, that were pulled down when, I don't know when it happened, but that's what they're referencing, the banned episodes that were pulled down from certain streaming services, man.
I mean, they would have been works of art had Mac not ruined them with his blackface.
Look, I've done a lot of learning over the past year, as we all have. A lot of learning, a lot of growing, and a lot of being scared.
Yeah. It's probably best in this instance to just let sleeping dogs lie.
Yeah! We have the path forward and the knowledge to do the right thing.
Make Lethal Weapon 7.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Make it super PC, man.
Our Lethal Weapon movies were always intended to be a trilogy that followed a trilogy plus a sequel.
The first time we made that one mistake, and that was...
Well, actually two. You did blackface in the sequel.
Oh.
So did D, actually.
Okay, so we have three mistakes.
Hollywood has a very clear moral code on mistakes. Okay, you get one, right? Like Woody Allen, right? Roman Polanski.
Actually, those guys continued to make films for the next 40 years.
Bill Cosby.
Well, he made about 50 mistakes. They weren't so much mistakes as they were violent sexual crimes.
It's crazy that that's coming from Dennis. Is the predator in the room? Him and D. Yeah, they're all predators, kinda. Maybe Charlie. Charlie's a stalker. Kind of adorable. It's weird that Dennis is the one saying this, because dude is a fucking problem.
Okay, as long as I get to bang the broad.
I think we might want to avoid that as well.
Frank is always booking the sex scenes, man. It's like showing up to an audition, doing really well, getting the job, and just saying, on one condition, the sex scene is mine.
How about a blowjob then? Look, a hand job or I'm not paying for this.
That's a very important part of the filmmaking process.
You can get a hand job, but it's got to be under a towel or a blanket because I don't want to see your genitalia.
Obviously, I will not be playing Murtaugh in Lethal Weapon 7.
Okay.
I will be magnanimously taking a step back.
You're talking really slow and taking a bunch of pauses. I don't know what's going on.
I'm waiting for you guys to praise me.
You don't get praise for telling people you're not racist.
Then why am I doing it?
Why don't we just move on from this, guys?
Let's make a movie!
Let's make a movie.
I made my way over to Moorpark. From there, I sort of wiggled down to Tahunga.
Oh my God, what is she doing? That accent is terrible.
Frank went under the bridge to get a prostitute for a sex scene. He talked the pimp into playing Murtaugh. So, some guy named Pepperjack or something like that.
Happy birthday, little baby ho. Wish your whole mama, Riggs' wife, and my daughter could be here to see this, but she died.
This guy is familiar. Where have I seen this guy before? Even the voice.
Go ahead, answer, bitch.
Answer, bitch.
Sorry to interrupt, boys.
I'm getting a feeling there's a really creepy character from that movie. The one that Frank plays. I'm sure they're mocking that character. Is it that fucking sexual all the time? Always just getting head or something, yeah?
A big bang. Wait, cut.
And Frank, I agree. It's not working. Okay, D is terrible.
Okay, she's terrible, but it's not her. It's my thing. I say big bang. I ain't even banging this chick.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You could say, I'm sick of getting jerked around. I'm ready to explode.
Look, you should not be actually having sex with anybody.
It's called acting, Dennis. Marlon Brando got the jam butter up his co-star's orifice and got nominated for an Oscar.
What's this now? I hope you're not hating on Pepperjack's flow.
No! Maybe this next take, you could do it a little bit more...
A little more Pepperjack.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Okay.
Now we cooking.
He's going to start slapping people around. He is getting slapped. I see it coming.
You didn't give him the note.
Yeah, I just don't think we should be silencing black voices.
All the people of color that we know are people of the bridges and the streets, okay? They're pimps and prostitutes. It says a lot more about us than it does about them, that's for sure. Actually, I think I know how to kill two birds with one stone.
I'm hip to your hustle. Bringing a woman of color to spice things up.
What?
Where is she? Where is she?
Here.
You're a woman of color?
Yeah, I'm Persian. Anyway, there's a dearth of Iranian female directors, so thank you.
You're telling me Artemis has been Persian this whole time? I didn't pick up on that, man. I thought she was white, man. You know? Now that you mention it, I can see it, Looking closely, I can see.
To be clear, you will be the assistant director.
Okay, we'll see. No. Let's get to places. Director in the house.
Okay,
Director.
I'll give them... Her
speak?
Will you,
Can you let her speak?
This is the worst actor, but she's the one with the acting dreams. Weird.
I got off on Spellybadub, but I took that all the way down to Moore Park.
I simply asked him if he's ever been to a child's birthday party. I said, Take us to that place. Make it authentic to your experience.
Pepper Jack about to cut all of y'all.
Oh, shit. I'm sure you do have a good pull-out game, Pepperjack. Uh-oh, what's that? This is fun.
Sorry to interrupt, boys. I'm fine. Keep going. Keep going.
I don't think your dick work.
Frank, you gonna have to pay Pepper Jack whether you bust a nut or not.
What's this? Are you guys shooting without me? God damn it, Dennis.
Let's take a five, everybody. I think we need to recast Murtaugh. We need someone lovable. One of the best actors of our generation. We need Don Cheadle.
You know Don Cheadle?
I know the guy that plays him.
Hey, partner. Happy you made it.
Doesn't look anything close to Don Cheadle, man. Not even close, man.
My level of intensity is because I am crazy on account of my wife's murder.
This is like way better.
We getting too old for this shit, huh?
Yeah, we are.
I know I haven't always been there for you. I'm always with you in your heart.
Oh, he's really good.
He's good.
Here comes our new villain, guys.
Hold that thought, son. My shit be blowing up.
What are you doing in this park in my neighborhood?
Who is this, bitch?
Karen White. And if you don't leave right now, I will call the police and I will tell them you attacked me.
I just don't understand how this is a villain.
Oh, that is a villain.
One of the last socially acceptable groups to villainize are entitled white women.
She's a little bit cunty. It's just too real.
Maybe putting up any group of people as villains these days is potentially problematic. I don't know.
Villains shouldn't be people at all.
Like, what if we make the villain like a big dog or something? Or a bunch of raccoons stacked up in a trench coat, you know?
What about like a plague, an act of God?
A tsunami.
Let's call it a tidal wave. That feels less racially charged. I don't want to say that all waves are Asian.
Yeah, you...
Hold all that crime, man. My shit be blowing up.
Guy's a pimp through and through, man.
Look behind you.
Where'd that come from?
Well, no country specifically. Just an act of God, I guess.
This is a piece of shit.
I don't know what the point of making a movie is if we can't even be in it.
Yeah, we're bang whores.
Rest in peace, Barbara. You whore.
What if Riggs and Murtaugh start to shoot out a path so that the tidal wave moves to a field that's been decimated by climate change? I know it's not great, all right, but it's the right thing to do, and we have to do the right thing. Over the course of the last year, I've learned to listen, to not talk, to grow. I'm woke.
Okay.
I was on a date, and as usual, I fibbed about my age a bit so I could score a younger prospect. And the date was going quite well, or so I thought.
The patriarchy is really just an offshoot of privilege.
You know, you have the most beautiful eyes.
Don't you agree with what I was just saying, though?
Whatever.
Whatever?
I'm less interested in politics and more interested in what makes you tick.
Oh, you're gross.
So I turned my attention to the youth of the right.
It's a slippery slope until we are living in a failed welfare state.
Right. What do you say we get out of here and get into our own slippery state? You know what I mean, Lisa? Talking about us banging, you conservative little minx.
Pig.
This generation is more socially active on both sides of the aisle. This time, I engaged. We need to allow others a chance to speak for once.
Even by saying allow, you're implying that you have all the power.
This is a nightmare.
This is exactly what old people always do.
I'm 26.
Dennis, come on.
See, this generation doesn't even understand half the shit that they're saying. They aren't more ethical than us. They just want to be perceived as such. They've spent their entire adult lives only 280 characters away from being tweeted into oblivion. How can I not see that?
Because if we don't, who will?
Because if we don't, who will?
Exactly. What we need is a revolution.
Exactly. Simply regurgitating back to them exactly what they're saying to each other in their ridiculous echo chambers is all they want. And then we can get what we want.
Yes, Daddy!
We have to listen to the young. Otherwise, we are doomed to have sex with only old people for the rest of our lives. And I won't do that. Finger on the pulse. Finger on the puss.
Yeah. You remember when Dennis did this one time, he smelled his fingers and he was talking to D and he was like, you can't even smell the caliber of opponent I am. Like that. That's the verbal version of that finger sniff, man. Finger on the puss, man. Damn. Don't say that shit, man.
Hey. Mr. Cheadle, Donovan McNabb, Tiger Woods, Elvin, whatever.
Oh, this is the guy who posed as a baseball or a football guy. What was he posing as? I remember there's an episode where the guy was supposed to meet like an athlete, a former NFL player, and this guy came acting like he was that guy and it wasn't him. Like, this guy's the worst impersonator ever, man. He doesn't look anything like the characters he tries to act like. Man.
We're gonna do the woke thing and hand complete creative control over to you.
Do you really want that though?
I feel like you were gonna say something else.
I think he was waiting for the applause.
Well,
It's nice when it happens.
The point is, we want you to know that we are allies. We're on your side.
But were they?
What's it?
This is so humiliating. Where does he get off telling our story without even including us at all?
I feel misunderstood.
I'll tell you, there's only one thing left to do. Make Lethal Weapon 8? Yep. I'll play Murtaugh.
God damn.
I'll play Murtaugh. I'll do a good match.
I was very good, touching on censorship, political climate and stuff.